Colleagues, in considering whether or not there should be this additional assessment, we need to consider the underlying budget that it will be funding. There's two ways to budget in government. One is the one that's been selected for the next 2 years, and it's like a shopper that goes to a grocery store and takes a cart and goes up and down the aisles and says, oh, here's a program, we need this one. Oh, we need to expand this one. Here's something else we like, and fills the cart, and then goes to the checkout stand, and there the cashier is going through everything, adding it all up, and says, okay, here's the tab. And the shopper looks at the tab and says, how much cash do we have? $1.5 billion. It's not enough. What can we do with PERS? Well, we can get another couple $100 million. Well, what else can we do? We need a provider tax. We need more money so that we can pay the bill. That's one way to approach a budget. In 2011, we chose a different way. In 2011, we chose to first say, how much money do we have? What is our revenue that we can spend? And how much do we need to reserve in case the forecasts change? And now let's budget to the balance, whatever's left. And by doing so, we came through 11-13 without having to have special sessions. We came through without having to cut budgets that had been passed. And we came out of that session, this 2-year biennium, with $261 million of seed money for the next 2 years. I would submit that as we consider how we budget and where we're going to get revenue, that it makes more sense for us to approach creation of a budget with an idea of what we want to spend before we have to decide where we're going to get the money to spend it. And so as we look at this assessment that's before us, the Senate has requested that this bill come to them so that they can have final discussions on both expenditures and revenues. So I will support that. But as we approach this in the future, maybe we ought to reconsider whether or not the shopper who shops first and pays later is the right way to approach the expenditures for our state. Or maybe we'd be wise to revert back to the idea of first determining what your revenue is and then spend accordingly and live within your means. Thank you.